Hey, what's up guys, Saintsfan here, and welcome back to another video. Heists are right around the corner, whether it's coming this week or next week, we still don't know yet. But what I wanted to do was make my top 3 locations where these heists could be. And with all these type of videos, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below after watching this video. And if you are excited for heists, definitely go ahead and leave a thumbs up on this video. So getting into everything, the first location, which is pretty simple, pretty basic, we all kind of assume this is going to be one of the heists. The ornate bank. Now, whether it's because we can actually go inside of it, which you're seeing right now, there's the safe that we got to go see by doing the glitches. Also the fact that we had that beta or that leaked gameplay of the ornate bank heist. Now granted, some of the stuff was spelled wrong, but maybe that was like an early alpha build. There's been a lot of clues to indicate this is going to be one of the bank heists, and it makes sense. I mean, it's one of the biggest banks, at least that we know of in GTA. It would be a really nice location to put a heist because then you can have a lot of security guards that you gotta deal with. The alarms can go off, the cops will come, they'll put some bank tellers in there, and this would be a really nice location. And then even when we go to the top of this roof, which I didn't even know you can do this, there's actually a ladder in the back. But if you go up there, there's a bunch of vents which you could probably use to maybe use a stealthy mode if they even have that in the heist, which I'm assuming they will. Like single player, you can throw like some gas in there and everybody will be passed out in the building. And even on the back wall and even up here on the roofs, there's some like boxes that you can possibly hack into to disable some alarms or something. Because I think we did get word a while back, like way back, that in heist there's going to be hackers and there's going to be like different positions that you have to fill. And going back to the bank, the vault, what you can do is either have a hacker that could hack in there and unlock the bank vault, or you can have a specialist with explosives and he can blow up the door to get in the bank vault. So with all that stuff, that is my #1 choice for the bank heist, and I think there's going to be at least 3 heists that come out with this DLC. I'm assuming Rockstar has not taken this long to only release 1 or 2, so at minimum I think there's going to be 3. That's why I'm only doing 3, but I think there's probably going to be around 5 or so. Now getting into the possible second location, we have the bank out in Paleto Bay. Now this was used in story mode and was definitely part of one of the best missions, or at least most fun missions, because you got to dress up in the Juggernaut suit and fight off cops while you're robbing the bank. And this one is a nice little small bank. It's not to the scale of the ornate bank, so maybe there's like a little less cops, plus it's also not in the city, so you just got to worry with the cops out here. There's also a bunch of panels on the back of this building where you can probably hack into and disable alarms, maybe disable like the lights. I don't know if they're going to go that detailed into it, but I do remember in single player you had to go back there and shoot one of the panels so the alarm or something wouldn't go off. And maybe this would be like a lower tier heist where you wouldn't get as much money because it isn't as big of a bank as the ornate bank, but then you also wouldn't get as many stars and as many cops coming after you, and it'd be a little bit easier. So if they're going to go with that whole route where the heists that they are going to be releasing is going to have different difficulty levels, then this would be a perfect and logical explanation or choice for one of the heists. You can almost have this one as like the start out heist, and then you go to like the ornate bank and then move on up from there. So that is my second possible heist location. And then moving on into the third one, you may think I'm crazy for this, but the Fib building. Now, I'm going to go ahead and assume that the heists that we get, they're not all just going to be revolving around banks, because I think that would get a little bit boring. And the Fib building would be perfect because of a couple reasons. #1, you can actually get inside of it. We all know there's the burn part, and then you can actually get to the 53rd floor, which is the very top. And there's also a deathmatch that you can get in it where it's not burned. And I'll show some of that if you haven't seen that in a second here. But as we land on the roof, there's a bunch of different panels. There's a bunch of air conditioning units up here. If you're going to go the whole stealthy route or hacking route maybe. There's even like this shed type of place where you maybe need to hack into, and then you can possibly get access to other security cameras or something if there's somebody doing that. And I do remember in the story mode there was a mission. Now I don't remember if it was Fib or the IAA or if it was another skyscraper, but there was the mission where you had Franklin sniping and Trevor and Michael were rappelling down the building. Maybe you could do that with this if they actually made this a heist. And what's also kind of cool is when you get up here, I don't know if I already showed it in the video, but you can actually blow up the glass and see down into the FIB building. So maybe you can start shooting them from up here. There's a lot of different options for this FIB building if they were going to do a heist. There's even these things where you can get into and go down the building like the cleaning crew would have. And with the IAA building right across the street, you can have a friend over there sniping into this building. And when we go inside the building, as you're going to see, there's a bunch of safety deposit boxes, and you got to think outside the box with heists. You know, not every heist needs to have this giant safe. You know, safety deposit boxes have some really cool stuff in it, and maybe you get some other things instead of just money from the heist. Maybe you get guns and, you know, whatever else that you would think would be in an FIB building. And what they could do with enemies for this one, obviously SWAT people, FIB, you know, people with pistols and stuff. You know, this one would be a really nice location for a heist just because it's different and it's not the same as, you know, a bank or something. And this one could definitely be one of the higher leveled ones, you know, if it's going difficulty wise, just because it's a freaking FIB building. You know, it's a government building you're gonna have to break into, and the security and the difficulty could be really insane, but maybe you get a lot more money out of it or something. Who knows? But let me know in the comment section, what locations do you think the heists are gonna be? And the way I based it off of was like places we can either get into, like the Ornate Bank, or places that we've either A, been in single player with, or that we can see into, such as, you know, the bank that was in Paleto Bay, and then even the FIB building in that deathmatch that you're seeing right now. So just let me know in the comment section. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'm really excited for Heists. We got E3 coming up, and hopefully Heists are going to be right after that. Hope you guys are ready, because I know I am. But anyway, it's your boy Saintsfan. I'm out. Peace!